At the beginning of the story, we see a girl named Maddie who is 35 years old. Actually, Maddie's mother took a house on loan, but now her mother is no longer in this world and her father lives separately. So, Maddie has to pay off the home loan. To earn money, Maddie works as an overdriver at night and part-time at a bar during the day. But today, a government official starts to seize her car from her home because she couldn't pay the house installment this time. So, the government official starts taking her car away. But this government official is Maddie's ex-boyfriend, so she tries to persuade him not to take the car. Now Maddie tries to coax him, saying I still like you. But just then, the government official sees a man coming out of Maddie's house with whom Maddie spent the previous night. Seeing him, the government official angrily drives off with Maddie's car. After this, Maddie is working in the bar, where her best friend and her husband also work. Maddie tells them about her troubles and says that her car has been confiscated and her husband has. How will she drive an Uber at night and pay off her home loan? Maddie's friend shows her a job listing for a wealthy family, in which a rich family is looking for a pretty girl to date their 18-year-old only son. In return, they are offering her an expensive car. Maddie finds out that they are looking for girls between the ages of 20 and 25. But she is 35 years old. Still, she decides to try it because she currently has to repay the home loan in any way possible. The next day, Maddie arrives at the rich family's house where she meets the couple who had placed the ad for their son. They explain that their son has turned 18 and his name is Percy. However, he is very shy and has an unusual nature. He has very few friends and spends all day in his room playing video games. They say that Percy has no experience talking to girls, drinking alcohol, or going to parties. He is very naive and a boy who prefers to stay in his comfort zone, so his parents want Maddie to date him and boost his confidence so that he
Everyone has joined Instant University.
Become smart or wise first. They are concerned that if their son does not live more openly before going to college, it will impact his personal life. Percy's parents wanted to hire a young girl for this job, but Maddie assures them that she is the right person for it. Percy's parents agree with her and ask her to become Percy's girlfriend to make Percy smart. They also ask Maddie to get intimate with Percy, and they tell Maddie that Percy should not find out about the deal between them under any circumstances. After this, Maddie borrows her friend's husband's car and goes to the animal shelter where Percy volunteers. She wears a beautiful dress to attract Percy. Maddie pretends to adopt a dog and asks Percy to show her the dog. Then Percy shows her the dog. Then Percy takes Maddie to his office to fill out a form so that he can find out why Maddie wants to adopt a dog. Here, instead of filling out the form, Maddie starts flirting with Percy. This makes Percy nervous. Percy doesn't understand anything and tries to quickly leave for home. But Maddie offers to drop him off in her van. Percy says he came by bicycle and tries to make an excuse to leave. Then Maddie stops him and puts his bicycle in her van. Leaving him with no other option, he has to sit in the van and go with Maddie. Here, Percy feels that Maddie has kidnapped him, and when she starts taking him to her house instead of his, Percy panics. When Maddie stops the car near her house, Percy takes out pepper spray from his bag and sprays it on her face. Maddie gets out of the car and starts writhing in pain. She tells Percy that she wasn't kidnapping him but just wanted to go on a date with him, and also compliments him. Hearing this, Percy brings her water, which she uses to wash her face and eyes. Percy tells her that he also wants to go on a date with her. At night, Maddie takes Percy to a bar, but Percy comes in wearing shorts, which makes everyone start laughing. Then Percy and Maggie start talking. Percy does not drink, so they both have juice. Just then, a guy comes who is Maddie's ex-boyfriend. He shows his wedding ring and says that since Maddie has been out of his life has changed and he has become quite happy. He warns Percy to stay away from Maddie and then leaves. Maddie tells Percy that the guy was an alcoholic, so she left him. After this, Maddie takes Percy to a beach where there is no one at night. Maddie also calls Percy. Seeing her, Percy gathers courage and removes his clothes to enter the water. They are about to do something when 3 drunk boys and girls around Percy's age come and steal their clothes left on the shore, which contain their wallets, phones and keys. Maddie tries to stop them from doing so, but when they start to take her belongings, Maddie comes out of the water without clothes and starts fighting with them. The 3 get scared and return her belongings. When Maddie goes back into the water, seeing her violent behavior towards them, Percy gets worried and tells her that she shouldn't fight like that. Maddie tells him that if she hadn't stopped them, they would have run away with their stuff. Then Maddie starts moving closer to Percy, but he steps back, causing Maddie to angrily come out of the water and get dressed. Then she starts her car and begins to leave. Then Percy comes to her and apologizes. Maddie gives him his clothes and then takes him to her house. Maddie tries to seduce Percy again. She even dances to get him closer, but when Percy doesn't come near, Maddie asks him to do the same dance. Actually, Maddie wanted the deal she had with Percy's parents to finish quickly so she could get the expensive car. That's why she wanted to get close to Percy quickly. But Percy wanted to know Maddie well first and does not want to be intimate with her before that. But Percy kisses Maddie for the first time. Meanwhile, Maddie notices a sore on Percy's back. Seeing this, she applies lotion on his back. Before you came, I used to stay at home because my friends made fun of me and I was scared to talk to girls. That's why one reason was that I didn't like going out. Maddie also tells Percy about herself, which begins to create a connection between them. After this, Maddie and Percy continue to date, learn more about each other, and their friendship starts to deepen. They play together, go out and have fun. Slowly, Percy begins to open up to the outside world. Maddie teaches him to enjoy life and live freely. Then, that same night, they go to a wonderful restaurant for dinner. Maddie is also very pleased to see Percy's piano playing skills. In the same restaurant, Percy meets his school friend who invites him to a bachelor party happening tonight and then leaves. Maddie watches them talk and feels a little envious inside. After this, Maddie tells Percy that she will be leaving this city in a few days. At this, Hearing this, Percy gets angry and leaves to go to his friend's bachelor party. Maddie also sits in the car with him and tries to stop him. But Percy tells his driver to drive fast and starts drinking. Percy and Maddie arrive at the party location by car. Percy gets out of the car and goes inside the party, leaving Maddie alone in the car. Maddie follows Percy inside, but the people there are all only Percy's age. They all start making fun of Maddie by calling her auntie. But Maddie ignores all this and starts looking for Percy. He finds out that Percy is in a room with the same girl who invited him to the party. But Maddie sees that the room's door is closed, so she yells for it to be opened. But when they don't open it, Maddie forcibly breaks the door and goes inside. There she sees that Percy is sitting on the bed with the same girl. However, they haven't done anything. Maddie sees that Percy is not feeling well because he drank too much alcohol. Here, Maddie takes him to the bathroom to make him vomit. At that moment, the children's parents also arrive there and ask Maddie to leave. So, Maddie takes Percy and leaves from there. They are both going by car. Then Percy says to her that he is ready to be close with her and that he loves her. Hearing this, Maddie feels Percy is too drunk and it is not the right time to be intimate, so she refuses. The next day, Percy's parents notice that he is now more confident and smart, which makes them very happy. Percy tells them that he no longer wants to go to Princeton University because he has a girlfriend now, whose name is Maddie, and he wants to stay with her. Hearing this, Percy's parents become worried because they wanted Percy to become mature before going to Princeton University. But now, when he doesn't want to go to university at all, their plan starts to fall apart. So Percy's parents call Maddie to meet and tell her that the job for which she was hired is now complete, is done. So now she has nothing to do with Percy. According to the deal, she can now take the expensive car. But unfortunately, Percy is taking his father's car out to learn driving. But when the other phone connects to the car, he overhears their conversation, which reveals the truth about Maddie to him. Hearing this, his heart breaks and he cannot believe that the girl he thought was his girlfriend was hired by his parents for him. The next day, Percy invites Maddie to lunch to meet his parents. Percy's parents try to pretend in front of her that they have never seen Maddie before. Percy also doesn't reveal that he knows the whole truth. Just then, Percy receives a call from his friend who works at the animal shelter with him. Percy comes out of the house and takes the car meant for Maddie into the forest with his friend. Percy and his friend push the car and crash it into a tree. The car gets badly damaged. Percy does all this to get back at Maddie for her betrayal. When Percy returns home, he tries to get close to Maddie. Maddie agrees because she was about to end everything. But Percy is saddened by Maddie's betrayal. So he stops and tells Maddie that he has found out everything. What deal had taken place between her and her parents. Percy is very angry and now doesn't even want to see Maddie because she pretended to love him. Maddie tries to explain to him that she did everything out of compulsion. But Percy doesn't listen to her and Maddie leaves from there. She also finds the car given by Percy's parents, which Percy had crashed. Here, Percy gets very angry with his parents and tells them that he wants to live his life on his own terms. He starts spending most of his time in his room like before and gets into playing video games. He does not respond to any of Maddie's messages or calls. Meanwhile, Maddie gets the car given by Percy's parents' report and gathers money to pay off her home's loan. In this happiness, she throws a party for her friend and her friend's husband. But her friend tells her that she's going to become a mother and that's why they're looking for a new house. La siguiente watching be sales out. Because before this, they were living at her parents' house. Hearing this, Maddie sells her house to them at a lower price. Because Maddie no longer wanted to stay in this city and was now moving to California. After this, Maddie goes to Percy's house to meet him because she feels bad for him. But Percy is not there. She takes his address from his parents and goes to meet him. But Percy still refuses to talk to her. Then Maddie apologizes to him and tries to explain. Finally, Percy forgives her. Then Maddie tells him that she is going to California. Hearing this, Percy is happy for her. After this, on the day Percy is about to leave for Princeton University, he packs his bag and says goodbye to his parents. Before going to California, Maddie comes to pick him up to drop him at the university, and then they leave together. With this, the movie ends. Friends, if you were in Maddie's place, would you accept this offer? Be sure to share your opinion in the comment section. Like and share the video, subscribe to the channel, and press the bell icon so you don't miss upcoming movie explanations. See you in the next video. Until then, bye bye, take care. Pati tayo TSC all send na.